In this video, we are going to look at Jira and Clarive and the integration between both tools. So we have bugs or improvements that are registered in Jira, and we want to take these as changes through the development cycle and have these changes deployed by Clarive. So here I have my Jira instance where I can create several kind of records. It can be an improvement, it can be a bug, whatever you have defined in Jira. So here I have a bug. This relates to, in Clarive, this relates to a defect. In Clarive we have these topic categories and one of them is defect. And here we have all the defects that are currently in motion. And these defects have their own life cycle, have their own workflow. So looking at the defects that we have here, they start from the new state, they go in development, they go in the QA environment just to be tested and finally deployed by Clarive into production. So now we have Jira where we register these bugs, and we might have other tools where we register change requests or requests for change. It can be, for instance, ServiceNow, and all of these can just be consolidated into Clarive to take them through the development cycle and to the final deployment by Clarive in the various environments. So here I have a bug, let's say bug found in the banking web. Let's say this is a banking web bug. And just create it in Jira. The fact that we create it in Jira, we will call now with the web service, we will call Clarive, and looking at our defects that we had here, refreshing that, you see that I got now in Clarive a defect with the same title as I had in Jira and also the description. The fields that you want to create in Clarive coming from Jira can be defined in our configuration items. You just define each field that you want to map to a Clarive field, and it will be taken into consideration once you create a defect. So we have now this defect in Clarive, and this defect is going to go through the Clarive workflow that has been defined. And since we don't have as many statuses in Jira as we have in Clarive now defined, we will in fact define some milestone statuses that we want to report back or that we want to synchronize with the originating tool. So in Clarive, when someone starts working on a defect, it will be assigned or it will get in development, whatever the status is. So it gets in development, someone starts working on it, and we just save it here in Clarive, because now, in fact, the bug that was created in Jira has gone into development. We want to report back and we want to reflect that status change in Clarive in Jira. So in Clarive we have the status in development. When I look now in Jira and I go for the just created bug that I had, and look at the status, you will see that the status of that bug has been changed, and now it has the status in progress. So that's how we reflect the status changes in Clarive. We can map any status. It's also done in the configuration item. So looking at our configuration items or configuration database, I have here a configuration item for Jira in my CIs. I got here the Jira category and we were working with bug. So by default, these are the fields that get mapped. By default, we take description and title. If you want other fields, they can be added. And these are the statuses that we report back to Jira. So in dev, that's the one that I transitioned the defect to, is reflecting the status in progress of the bug in Jira. So this is a short video on the integration, bi-directional integration of Jira and Clarive. Same thing can be shown for ServiceNow or any other incident problem change management tool that is on the market.